A very special hello and good day to everyone who's watching, especially my Elevation Health family. If nobody has asked you this question yet, I'd like to take the opportunity to do so, and that is, who do you know that needs to heal their broken brain? Healing your broken brain may sound somewhat humorous, but there are serious implications because nowadays it's affecting many, many, many more people than ever. 1 out of 2 people over the age of 85 are diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease, and 1 out of 9 people over the age of 65 are developing Alzheimer's disease. So as I always say, if you're not living your life like you actually have this, or you have a proactive plan, you could get caught. And that's the purpose of these videos and the workshops that we do and all the educational programs that we have, so that you have a proactive plan to prevent sickness and disease and live your healthiest life ever and create a healthy future. So again, thank you for joining me today. I have a very short segment, and in this episode, we're going to discuss the most common medications that can mimic the symptoms of dementia, memory loss, and Alzheimer's disease. We're going to talk about the most critical factors when it comes to understanding and avoiding some of the most catastrophic pitfalls that you could make to your health. And the reason why this is important is because many of you watching this right now could actually be taking some prescription drugs that are intended to help you with one condition, but actually could be leading to another. And some of the medications that I want to talk about right now in particular are known to mimic the effects of memory loss, dementia, and Alzheimer's disease. So here are some examples. Anti-anxiety and sleeping pills, for example, Valium, Restoril, Klonopin. In addition to that, anti-seizure medications such as Tegretol and Dilantin. It's well known that antidepressants can cause memory loss. Things like Prozac, Zoloft, Celexa, Lexapro. These are very, very common medications that we've all heard of, and many of us know many people that are on them. Antihistamines such as Benadryl and Zyrtec can cause memory loss. Cardiovascular drugs, heart medications such as warfarin, atenolol, metoprolol. So these heart drugs can actually cause memory loss, and I have seen and witnessed with my own eyes to some of my own family members memory loss and a diagnosis of Alzheimer's while being on these medications. So this is very serious if you're not aware of this. Steroids, anti-inflammatory drugs like cortisone, methylprednisone, very, very common medications that can mimic memory loss. Narcotics such as oxycodone, morphine, codeine, even acetaminophen, if you take enough of it, Tylenol with codeine. And of course, statins. In a recent video, I had mentioned about statin drugs. Unfortunately, many people are still unaware of the fact that studies show that just as many people die from heart attacks with low cholesterol as they do with high cholesterol. So statins, in fact, do not actually protect us from cardiovascular disease any more than, and I also mentioned this, that they double your risk of dementia in some cases. Statin users in some studies have also have been shown to indicate a decline in the metabolism of the brain region that declines most significantly in early stage Alzheimer's disease. And among patients with type 2 diabetes who were admitted to the hospital for COVID-19, they found that those taking statin medications had significantly higher mortality rates from COVID-19 compared to those who did not take the statin or cholesterol drugs. And they also saw that people who take statin medications are more than twice as likely to be diagnosed with diabetes as those who take the drugs for longer than 2 years and have more than triple the risk. So as you can see, there are side effects. There are well-known side effects from statin medications. And you have to ask yourself, is the intended benefit worth the risk. Now, when you come to the Heart Smart Nutrition workshop that we're going to have, actually, this is not the upcoming workshop, but the one in September, you will learn where this research comes from, medical journals that show how lowering your cholesterol to ridiculously low levels does not prevent heart attacks or heart disease. And it is not the cholesterol that causes that, it's inflammation, and it's the high C-reactive protein marker in your blood work that you need to look for, not your cholesterol. So when a doctor says to you, I don't like your cholesterol levels, they're too high, you better take this medication if you want to prevent a heart attack. Again, you need to get a second opinion. You need to do your homework. You need to, instead of looking at the cholesterol numbers, you need to look at the C-reactive protein numbers. And I've talked about that in other video messages. And that's something that we always do regularly with our patients in our office, the C-reactive protein, along with the vitamin D. So again, getting back to our subject, statins in particular have many side effects, one of which is memory loss and can very easily mimic the early stages and the onset of dementia and Alzheimer's disease. So hopefully you've learned something important that you may not have known up to this point. And the question is, what do you do from here? The answer is find a solution. So if that concerns you or anybody that you know, love, and care about who may be taking some of these medications or having some of these signs of memory loss or dementia or what have you, learn all you can now about what to do instead. What can you do to decrease your dependency on any prescription drugs that could be increasing your risk of developing dementia, Alzheimer's, or other diseases? Because there are proper nutritional strategies and many effective supplements that can help with things like high blood pressure, blood sugar, arthritic pains, etc. And studies show time and time again that proper lifestyle has the potential to turn off those disease-causing genes. It can turn off the expression of Alzheimer's genes. It can turn off the expression of cancer genes. It can turn off the expression of heart disease genes. The question is, what do you do instead? So it's one thing to know what not to do. It's another thing to know what to do instead. I never would tell you or anyone else to stop taking their medications without having a plan to proactively strengthen your health to the point where you didn't need that anymore. The object of the game is to put other pillars in place that would strengthen your health to where you got to the point where you did not have the dependency on those medications. And that's exactly what we teach you in the workshops, how to set yourself free from that if that is your goal. As you get older, to take less medication, stay out of doctor's offices, out of hospitals. If that's your plan, then it's really difficult to do that without getting this information, continuing to learn and grow, and attending these workshops. And that's what we're going to talk about at this upcoming workshop. It's coming up on Monday, August 16th at 6 o'clock. We're going to be talking about how to increase your mental clarity, how to double your energy, learn disease-fighting nutritional strategies, how to prevent Alzheimer's, dementia, cancer, heart disease, as we've spoken about. You'll learn this and a whole lot more at our upcoming Healing Your Broken Brain workshop. And it's coming up again, Monday, June 16th at 6 o'clock. So if you'd like to join us, I can tell you that seating is limited. You need to register and get your free tickets by either clicking on the link below, asking them at the front desk. We have a registration sheet at the front desk, or call the office using the number on the banner below. So please register now, and I look forward to seeing you there. I love and appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining me today. God bless.